Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you for the chance given to me. I will present our paper entitled Application of Duck-bone gelatin and sodium alginate-based edible coating materials on beef sausage quality during chilled storage with our research team, me as a presenter, Muhammad Habbib Khirzin, and our member, Abdul Khalik, Trias Ayu Laksanawati, Wilan Habibi, Fatmawati, and Firani. Background. The packaging that is often used is usually made from plastic. PBS data 2021 reported that plastic waste will reach until 66 tons. So we must look for an alternative source of packaging. Environmentally friendly packaging is an alternative to reduce plastic waste such as edible packaging. Edible packaging is a packaging that comes from natural ingredients. Edible packaging is divided into three types, namely edible film, edible coating, and microencapsulations. The three main components that make up edible coating are hydrocolloid, lipid, and composite. One of the hydrocolloid that can be used as a raw material for making edible coating is gelatin, which is extracted from duck bone. Our previous research reported that gelatin from duck bone has physicochemical properties that meet Indonesian standard. The main purpose of using primary packaging is to protect the product from damage. Sausage casing generally use plastic. Casing substitution with environmentally friendly material such as edible coating is a new trend in the packaging industry. Previous research reported that edible coating from CMC, soybean, and chitosan was able to protect product from spoilage. The use of gelatin from duck bone as an ingredient for making edible film has been previously reported by Laksanawati et al. 2022. However, information regarding of the use duck bone gelatin composite with sodium alginate has not been widely reported. Therefore, this research purpose was to study the efficacy of duck bone gelatin and sodium alginate coating materials on beef sausage quality during chilled storage. Material and method. This study used randomized block design with storage time 1 to 4 weeks. Sausage without coating was used as control. This research procedure was divided into 4 steps. The first is gelatin extraction. Duck bone, you soak 1 molar natrium hydroxide, neutralize using aqueous and soak in 1 molar hydrochloric acid. Neutralize using aqueous and soak in distilled water and heated for 2 hours. Gelatin filtered using cheesecloth and centrifuge for 7,000 rpm, and then gelatin dried using vacuum oven. The second procedure was sausage production. Beef was chopped and then flour, spices were added and then the dough was made. The dough was put into the stuffer and then baked using sieve. The dough then boiled, cooled, and an edible coating was applied. The third procedure was edible coating production. 2% of gelatin was dissolved in 75 ml distilled water, stirred until homogeneous, then 1% sodium alginate and 2% glycerol were added and heated until completely dissolved. The temperature was lowered and the edible solution was ready for use. The last procedure was application. Beef sausage was dipped into the edible solution 2 times, then dried and stored at 4 Celsius degree and then observed for 1 until 4 weeks. Result and discussion. The first parameter is free fatty acid. The result of statistical tests show that the difference in the storage time gave significant effect on free fatty acid. The longer the storage time, the more free fatty acid increased. The coating treatment restrained the rate of increase in free fatty acid compared to the control treatment. the maximum free fatty acid in the product is 1%, based on AOCS 2011. The second parameter was pH. The result of statistical tests showed that the difference in the storage time gave significantly effect on pH. The longer the storage time, the more pH decreased. The coating treatment restrained the rate of decrease in pH compared to the control treatment. The third parameter was weight loss. From this picture, we can see that the difference in the storage time gave significantly effect on weight loss. The longer the storage time, the more weight loss increased. The coating treatment restrained the rate of increase in weight loss compared to the control treatment. Son and Chin 2008 state that gelatin coating has moisture barrier properties, so it can inhibit weight loss of product. The fourth parameter was moisture content. The result of statistical tests showed that the difference in the storage time gave significantly effect on moisture content. The longer the storage time, the more moisture content decreased. The coating treatment restrained the rate of decrease in moisture content compared to the control treatment. Wang et al. 2019 stated that moisture content decreased due to protein denaturation. The fifth parameter was protein content. The result of statistical tests showed that the difference in the storage time gave significantly effect on protein content. The longer the storage time, the more protein content increased. The coating treatment restrained the rate of increase in protein content compared to the control treatment. The sixth parameter was total plate count. From this picture, we can see that the difference in the storage time gave significantly effect on total plate count. The longer the storage time, the more bacteria count increased. The coating treatment restrained the rate of increase in bacteria count compared to the control treatment. Rofico et al. 2011 stated that edible coating can coat food so it can inhibit microbial contamination of the product. The seventh parameter was color. From this picture, we can see that the difference in the storage time gave significantly effect on color. The longer the storage time, the more color decreased. The coating treatment restrained the rate of decrease in color compared to the control treatment. Sahrai et al. 2019 stated that gelatin coating can protect food from drying, light, and oxygen. The eighth parameter was aroma. The result of statistical tests showed that the difference in the storage time gave significantly effect on aroma. The longer the storage time, the more aroma decreased. The coating treatment restrained the rate of decrease in aroma compared to the control treatment. Burdam et al. 2014 stated that the activity of microba caused rancid odor in sausage. The ninth parameter was texture. The result of statistical tests showed that the difference in the storage time gave significantly effect on texture. The longer the storage time, the more texture decreased. The coating treatment restrained the rate of decrease in the texture compared to the control treatment. Farida 2020 stated that gelatin coating can maintain the cohesiveness of sausage. Conclusion. The result showed that the free fatty acid, protein content, total plate count, and weight loss increased during storage. Meanwhile, water content, pH, color, aroma, and texture decreased. Edible coating are able to maintain a decrease in quality up to 4 weeks of storage. Acknowledgement. This research was supported by Polytechnic Negeri Banyuwangi. We thank for the research funding through PBRIP since 2023. there is no conflict of interest. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.